It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. A run for Nick Chubb. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run with Chubb. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Check tight,
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. with the grab. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Titans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Derrick Henry, the
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Henry. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it. But don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
For Browns 7, Titans nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Being chased out left. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 14. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Dancing to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tannehill. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
4-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Down at the 2-yard line.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Check 31, check 31.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 11 now.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Run.
Here's Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Becker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Titans 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
He's on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but it's going to be 2nd down.
22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Tannehill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
The Titans 1st down.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Tannehill on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Sheldon Richardson able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill fends to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down.
14.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Henry. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
The tackle by
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Tannehill airing it out deep for Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. These defenses have become so opportunistic. And no matter what you're playing in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
I certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn it. 6 figures every year.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football,
Doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brings up
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Chubb. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. This is out quickly to the right, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 1st down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down, even better decision.
On the ground, it's Chubb, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Check 50. Run.
And again, it's Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Tannehill's pass.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And now a sneak, Tannehill. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Kill. Point it right. Check.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Squeeze, double, double. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Coming! Alert, alert, alert! Wide, get wide.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check the backer, check the backer. Hey,
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Watch the pass. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Switch up.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
Number 20.
Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Check pass. Mike 55, Mike 55. Get the ball. No. Check 43. Kings.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs. Way back then, claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she with me, did she mix it? Made that on the rhythm, she cut up a fan, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's both to a guy with a man? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off, and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off, and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit it. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off, with a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off, and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Gridiron with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. This the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just the heel.